Yo, what's good? What's good, my people? It's Molo. I'm back shooting one of these videos, man. And today, I want to talk to you guys about the three main areas that are critical towards your success. Yeah, you heard me, man. You want to become successful? I want you and I need you to pay attention to these three main areas that I'm going to talk about right now. And I'm going to talk about them in whichever order I want, but I'm not trying to say that one area is more important than the other. So here's what I'm trying to say to you. The first and most critical area of your life is your mind. You see, what you gotta realize is, as the scriptures say, and I'm not really a professional when it comes to Bible, but I will tell you this. There's a scripture in the Bible that says that as a man thinketh, so is he. So what does that mean? The way you think, my friend, is literally going to determine whether you become successful in this world or not. And therefore, if you intend on getting somewhere, one of the main critical areas that you need to focus mostly on is working on your mind every day. That means reading books. That means going to seminars. That means watching motivational videos every single day. Getting your mind in the right frame so you can be able to achieve your dreams and get you to think in the right way. Why? Because if you look at society really, how many people do you know personally that you admire, that you think have reached the level of success that you want? That you like, that you admire? I bet you there's not a lot. And if you begin to realize why, it has nothing else to do, my friend, with anything except the way we choose to think. So I challenge you to look within your own mind and say, if my life is not the way that I want it to be, then I gotta start changing the information that is going inside my head, because it is the information that is going inside my head that dictates how I think and feel, and also the actions that I take. So if you want to get somewhere in life, I challenge you to start reading books, success books. I challenge you to start going to seminars. I challenge you to start watching motivational videos on a weekly or a daily basis so they can begin to recondition your mind and get you to think in a way that will help you towards your goal. The second area is literally your spirituality. And I'm not here to preach about spirit and all that stuff. I'm just here to educate you on some of the things that I feel have become very critical as I'm going through my own journey. And I say spirituality because if you look at yourself, now let's study, right? Are you your mind? Are you your body? What are you? Are you spirit? Are you mind? Or are you body? So if you say you're your body, let's look at it. You used to live in a 2-year-old body, a 15-year-old body, a 20-year-old body. And maybe today your body is even different from how it was when you were younger, but you still feel that you're the same person, correct? I know you agree with me. Secondly, if you are your mind, you know very well that the way that you think today is completely different from how you used to think 10 years ago. But still, you still feel that you are still the same person. So your nature, your essence is still somewhere in there. Now, what you want to do is ask yourself deep questions like, who am I? I mean, what makes me happy? Where am I going in my life? Why am I here? What is my purpose? What is the meaning towards my existence? And if you ask those questions and you self-introspect, you'll begin to realize that if you are not living from your core, you are most likely to sabotage yourself. This is why people get into things like excessive alcohol. This is why people get into drugs. This is why people get into just destructive things that keep them from being aware of their true self, because you know deep down, if you're not living from your nature, you are not happy with yourself. You're not happy with the direction that your life is going into. And so to avoid from self-sabotaging, because you cannot deny your nature, you got to be honest with yourself and sit with yourself quietly and say, who am I? Where am I going in this life? And what is the meaning towards my existence? What is my purpose? Why do I exist? And if you are able to then identify the things that bring a passion inside your heart, that excite you, that make you feel like you are meaningful, that you are significant towards this world that we live in, then you begin to live from your spirit. What it does is it becomes something like your GPS, and it helps you navigate through the process of life and pushes you towards the things that bring you joy, that bring you excitement and happiness, and bring you just whole round success. The third area, my friend, is your health. And I say your health because I've seen a lot of people who are guilty of just grinding, feeding the mind the right type of information, meditating, making sure that they are connected with their spirituality. But deep down, they start feeling sick because they don't take care of their health. And in the long run, when you don't take care of your health begins to sabotage you. You begin to get sick. So the last thing you want really is to find yourself, after working so hard, making sure that you're living from the core of who you are, making sure that you feed your mind the right things, and you eventually become successful, but now you are sick and have chronic disease, cancer, diabetes, or any of those type of disease. And now you have finally made it, but you have to spend your whole life now spending all that money you worked so hard to earn to regain your health. Now, wouldn't that be a shame? So what do I propose? My friend, take your health as equally important as you do your mind and your spirituality. I say that because we think that food only affects the body, but what we don't realize is that food affects the way that you think, which in essence, if you don't take care of how you think, of what you eat, it affects the way you think, which ultimately affects your success. You get my point? So your health is equally important, my friend, because it is the thing that is going to get this body to function the way you want to, so you can get where you're trying to get to in life. You get my point? I believe you do. Now listen, remember, first point, feed your mind. Secondly, live from the core of who you are, your spirit. Get in touch with who you really are. And thirdly, start feeding your body the right foods and exercising, making sure that you take care of your health so that it can help you propel forward towards your dreams and your goals. Cheers, man. And I will catch you on the next video, my good friend.